back with the Ascending Artist series. We have Dirtyxan about to be on the show. Two of my favorite songs by him are Hangman and Palace. If you haven't heard him before, I'd highly suggest him. Almost about to be at 500,000 monthly listeners, which is kind of crazy. Kind of in a league of his own, but if you're looking for similar artists to him, he's kind of like One and Only or like Suburban, Little Bubblegum, that type of deal. If you guys are new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, be part of the Noti Gang. You guys already know the vibes. So with episode 16, Ascending Artist on the Rise, Mass Mortal, we got Dirtyxan. How you doing today, my guy?
I'm doing good, bro. How about you?
Pretty good. Can't complain. Weather's looking nice over here. Got that fall coming over to Michigan, but I'm happy.
Fuck yeah, bro.
How'd you get into the music industry?
I got into music basically just that was like 5 years ago. So I started listening to more like emo shit, like on the underground scene, like Suicide Boys and X and stuff, being that like I lived in Broward County, Florida at that time. So that was like our scene and like all of my friends' scene and everybody was in that. So fucking I don't know, I was going through a rough time right around then and I had a lot to say.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you can kind of tell it's like that's like the shades or like the inspiration you kind of get out of your music when you like listen to it. So, but yeah, so kind of going off that, biggest music inspirations, who would you say it has to be those?
my biggest music inspirations, I would have to say Vivaldi. I don't know if you were familiar with that, but that's like it's a composer, an orchestral composer,
Okay.
stuff like that. And I think like things from that era of music are just extremely interesting because there was no YouTube, no like social media, no anything to like tell you what's like right and wrong. So
Yeah.
they're just creating music in their own way. And it all came out like today. People are appreciating it for being as beautiful as it is.
And
And
kind of how
that's
you yeah,
breaking out of the box.
you said breaking that box?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like you were saying though, like there was nothing to tell them, what's good music, what's not good music, all that type of shit. So that's like, I don't know. I feel like that would be nice to actually grow up in that genre and not have any like influence to what you're like messing with music wise. But
Yeah, because you could do whatever the fuck you want. Like things out of key. Like my song Hit the Floor, the 808s are out of key to the melody. So all of that is just like me saying fuck you to everything that's music theory. I'm sorry if I'm not allowed to cuss on this, but like
oh, you're good, you're good.
um pretty much just all that. Like just doing whatever sounds good and whatever like influences some stuff.
Okay, yeah, and I was about to say, "Hit the Floor" is probably one of your most popular songs right now. So
Yeah, it is currently, yeah.
by a long shot, and could probably hit that 10 million mark relatively sooner than later. So
Yeah, for sure.
that'd be that, and that's a pretty big accomplishment. I'll be honest with you on that. So that's
It
huge.
is.
So kind of going off that, any big plans on 2021? The remainder of it, you got anything? Any singles dropping? Any EPs? Anything?
Remainder of 21. So I have this new song dropping very soon, with a good friend of mine, Maddie Monroe.
Okay.
So it's like it's called Wreck. It's a very like it's a very like hard hitting song for myself because it was like around an era of time that I wasn't allowing myself to feel certain emotions. So that song was like one that like really helped me like express it and like get it out and like tell myself of all people that like that's how I was feeling. So I have that song coming next. And then kind of spoiler alert, kind of not, but that's the precursor to the EP.
Okay. All right. That's pretty sweet then. And what was the timetable on that one? When did you any timetable on it?
Mid October is where we're aiming for to drop Rec.
Sweet.
And then a couple weeks after that, a few weeks after that, the EP.
All right. Yeah, it's awesome. Dream collab wise, who would be that one artist like you just dream of doing a song with?
Dead or Alive?
It could be either, honestly. Actually, you know what? Give me one from both, dead and alive.
Dead, Chet Baker. He's an amazing singer in like the jazz genre from like 1960s, 1950s. So he's amazing.
Okay.
And then alive, I would have to say Kanye.
Okay. Yeah. You listen to the new album?
Yeah,
Okay. Thoughts?
I like it. I think a lot of people are like clowning on Dawn to Chant. That
Yeah.
shit is that shit was hilarious first listen, but do you know like the meaning behind that?
Yeah. What they're saying, like it's supposed to be like her heartbeat. So it's kind of like going through her heartbeat. And I there's like no way to tell if that's true or not, but I mean, could make sense.
I mean, if that's the meaning, he's a fucking genius.
Oh yeah. That's
But
like
anyway, it's like it's so sick how he doesn't give a fuck. Like
no,
he just does
and that's
whatever he wants and like makes it.
and that's the thing I love about his album, or anytime he really releases an album, but more so this one, like it's like he doesn't care what the industry standards or what any of that is. Like he goes off on his own. Like what he wants to do is what Kanye's going to do. So
Yeah. And that's what music is supposed to be, and like being creatives.
100%, man. Okay, kind of like flipping the switch here a little bit. 5 songs that inspire you the most. I know there's like millions of songs, thousands and millions of songs you could pick from, but if you had to pick like 5 songs that inspire you the most, what would they be?
I'll have to say Cut Without the E. I've been super into like pop punk shit recently.
Okay.
Like I grew up on that, but Cut Without the E, Cough Syrup, Why Are Girls by Black Bear. That one's a
Okay.
very good song.
Yeah.
Orlando by X.
Solid.
And then final one, Time After Time by Chet Baker.
Okay. I think that's the only one I haven't heard, is that last one you mentioned. But the other 4, yeah, really solid. So
I recommend. It's very good music.
might do that right after this. Solid picks. What did you want your fans to kind of get out of your music? So anybody that listens to it, what do you hope they end up getting out of it?
I'm a very big believer in whatever your perception is your reality. So whatever people can like take from my music and like learn from it is it's good. Like if you take from it that you hate me, that's fine. If you take from it that it's okay to be sad, it's perfect. Just whatever I can teach people through my music is good for me, because I'm just here to like help in every single area. So whatever their perception is. But I also really appreciate being that like kind of person, like with my song Hangman, with like a bunch of my sad stuff, and especially the EP coming out. Just like being very aware of when you're in like a bad position in your head, and like being like having bad thoughts, because everyone has it.
Yeah.
But everyone wants to be like unironically this like big person that's like lying to people saying they're like okay. But I want to be like the person to be like, no, it's not fucking okay. But we're gonna be straight afterwards.
Yeah. And that's a good way to put it. That's a really good way to put it. And that, like you were saying though, like when somebody listens to your music, even a fan, whoever it is, everybody's got their own viewpoint when it comes to listening to music. Like 2 people could get completely different opinions off of one song, and that's what I love about music, is like I could say something and there could be somebody else saying a 360 like statement. So
yeah, entirely.
Yeah. So, but hey, Dirtyxan, thank you very much for coming on, man. I appreciate it. Anything else you want to plug, get in at the end here?
Listen to Wreck.
I will. Hey,
listen to Wreck.
I got you on that, man. But hey, like I said, I appreciate it a lot.
Fuck yeah, bro. I appreciate you.
Thank you again for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Noti gang. Peace out.